Hello, my name is Wiyanto. I'm from Pamulang University, Indonesia. I am author in this paper. It is certificate handling public complaint in Semarang City, why and how. The International Conference on Research in Social Care and Humanity. I will present my paper to everyone. This is agenda my presentation paper title handling public complaint in Semarang City, why and how in the event International Conference on Research in Social Science and Humanity today. Introduction. In accordance with the mandate of the Constitution, that the interests of the people must be considered by the government. The quality of service provided by the government is expected to exceed the minimum standard desired by the community. Service provided by the government must be seen as an obligation that must be performed and a right that must be given to the community. Good public services are part of the government obligation to the community. The essence of public service is the provision of excellent service to community, which is a manifestation of the obligation of the government apparatus as public servant. In fact, the public service provided by the government in several sectors are still less than optimal. Even the implementation of public service in the community is said to be still apprehensive. Efforts to improve the quality of public service have actually been carried out by the Indonesian government of a long time, starting from developing innovation in the field of public service from conventional to modern. Public service that we were previously provided face-to-face can now be done remotely with a system known as e-government. E-government is an integrated system using information technology media in efficient implementation. The presence of a good and integrated system starting from the central level down to the regional level is expected to be able to realize optimal service to the community. Development of reliable public information service system and methods in the implementation of public service, providing service information that is always up to date and transparent is an absolute necessity in the form of complete and easily accessible information regarding data and documents received by the public regarding the type of service. In addition, that government has also made service involvement through involving the apparatus of service providers. The cultivation of character education and the application of humanities value to service providers are carried out so that the public service process can be of higher quality and provide optimal satisfaction for the community. These improvements have been carried out at the national, provincial, regency, sub-district, village, and neighborhood. One of the public services that must be provided by the government is the management of public complaints. Public complaints are currently not considered a problem that can interfere with the quality of service provided by the government. However, public complaints are currently seen as very important and valuable for improving the quality of service provided to the public by the government. So it can be said that the improvement of service provided by the government to the community can be carried out among other because of community content. So that the community service user must be considered the main and important part. Community complaints are also an important source of information. This is because public complaints are a very important source of information. How do service users use the complaint mechanism? How will service provider handle complaint? How long does the complaint handling mechanism take? What action will service provider take in handling complaint? Is there a mediation institution if service users are not satisfied with the service provider answer? Who sits on the evaluation board what kind of perform and agencies that monitor the work of service provider in handling complaint need to be considered in developing a public complaint service mechanism. Information systems are a key strategy for managing public service. Information systems are a combination of people, software, and hardware. Information technology is used to carry out activity and disseminate information. This is also done by the City of Semarang in providing quality service to the community. Semarang City is one of the cities in Indonesia that actively provides information technology-based public service. E-government has been implemented in the City of Semarang. E-government has been implemented in the City of Semarang, including in public service, including in public service, including in public service, for example, the management of public complaints. Along with the implementation of e-government in the City of Semarang, especially PTN Diskominfo by providing various platforms or media for the public to voice their complaints. The community does not have to come directly to PTN, but it can through the various online channels provided. The number of complaints from the City of Semarang, which is well managed by the Semarang City government, makes the City of Semarang a city that needs to be exemplified throughout the region in Indonesia. The number of awards it has received recently is that the City of Semarang has received 9 Smart City Awards from Kusma. This award been obtained by the City of Semarang for the excellent cooperation between the people of the City of Semarang and the City of Semarang in building the City of Semarang. This community contribution is manifest in the form of handling complaints and positive aspiration for the development of the City of Semarang. Based on this background, in this article, we will describe why a community complaint handling center was established in the City of Semarang and how a conceptual and factual complaint handling model in the City of Semarang. The purpose of this study is to describe 1. Why establish a center for handling public complaints in Semarang City? 2. How is the conceptual and factual model and incorporated in Semarang City? The method used in this research is qualitative. Source of data were obtained from various relevant sources. The data collection technique used in this research is to emphasize more on observation and study documentation, namely the result of previous research conducted by researchers themselves and other research, as well, as well as open documents available on the internet which are very valuable information. The test the validity of the data, the triangulation technique was used. Data analysis was carried out in four steps. Step by step, data analysis is data collection, data reduction, data presentation, and verification and conclusion. The background behind the established Center for Handling Public Complaints in Semarang City. Semarang City government and residents of Semarang City are very aware of their rights and obligations. Semarang City government as an institution that has the obligation to provide service to the community, especially in the city of Semarang, is very visible in practice. Commitment in providing service to the community is shown in various things. For example, in encouraging Humanities to provide public service to improve to their qualification and competence in providing quality public service. In addition, creating various quality public service innovation, both online and offline. Commitment in providing quality public service is also shown by the Semarang City government with a number of achievements in the field of public service, as well as various categories in it has taken achievement both national and international. This achievement is a form of recognition for the city of Semarang for its achievement. It is not surprising that the city of Semarang is also a place of learning, reference for other regions in Indonesia for the implementation of this public service. One of the obligations in providing public service for the city of Semarang, as well as other area in Indonesia, is the management of public complaints. To accommodate the aspiration of the community in order to improve good service to the community, it is very important that complaints are managed properly, correctly, and appropriately, so that over time, as well as the development of service needs, the Center for Handling Complaints for Public Service in Semarang has changed to become the Center for Managing Public Complaints. The Public Complaint Management Center of Semarang City become a government institution in the city of Semarang that specially handle complaints from the public. The establishment of a community complaint management center is intended to foster public awareness of improving the quality of service carried out by the Semarang City government. So it is necessary to obtain complaint handling service that are simple, fast, drop, with quality, and coordinate by providing access for the party to submit complaint or complaint against the reform of the Semarang City government. Excellence in public complaint management is the vision of this institution. The mission of the Semarang City is providing a responsive complaint facility for the public, carrying out integrated complaint management and transparency in complaint resolution. V3M Semarang City holds the motto, serve sincerely to provide the best complaint service. Conceptual and factual model handling complaint in Semarang City. As identified, Resur carried out by research that the problem that raised complaint is because the service both service and non-service from service provider, Semarang City government, are not in accordance with the expectation of the community. In addition, complaints arise because service provider and service user violate the rights of the service user. The handling of complaints in the city of Semarang is carried out through the following process. A complaint raised by customer service are carried out for the process of reporting them in the agenda book. Grievance review process for cancelling complaint, proof of the truth of the substance of the complaint, reporting and archiving. The study results show that not all complaints can be resolved when they are submitted. but there is still an estimate of the time for resolving complaint according to the level of difficulty. The estimate time for completion can be determined by looking at the service provider unit past experience in dealing with civil complaints. So that the city government of Semarang brought the Community Complaint Management Center in the city of Semarang conceptual model of direct and indirect complaint management mechanism. Conceptual direct and indirect complaint management model are used as a reference in the practice of managing complaints. In addition, this conceptual model is also a practical model for the city of Semarang and can be used as a reference for other cities in Indonesia or the world. Below is a drawing of a complaint management mechanism model, either directly or indirectly. This is a direct complaint management mechanism. The complaint submits the problem to P3M, and then P3M manages complaints to be submitted to regional apparatus. Then regional apparatus answers to complaint with a copy to P3M. If the complaint is for a specific case, a coordination meeting and field observation is held. Then regional apparatus responds to complaint with a copy of P3M. Let's continue. This is indirect complaint management mechanism. Number 1. The complaint submits the problem to P3M and regional apparatus. And then P3M and regional apparatus research and verify problems and provides answer to complaint. Number 3. If the complaint is for a particular case, a coordination meeting and field observation is held. Number 4. Regional apparatus provides response to the complaint with a copy of P3M. The media provided by the Semarang city are Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, and website lapor.co.id. Conclusion and original value of the research are: food public service is the dream of all citizens in Semarang city. Complaints not viewed as simply a problem. However, public complaints are used as a solution to improve the quality of public service. The complaint needs to manage properly. Handling complaint in Semarang City is carried out directly or indirectly through available channel in accordance with established standard operating procedures. Complaint handling model in Semarang City can be used. Example, a comparison for other area in improving the quality of public service and the basis for subsequent research. I would like to bring this presentation a close with this statement. Many or at least the complaints that come in the city of Semarang cannot be used as an indicator that the quality of service provided by the city government of Semarang is good or bad. Good or bad service quality can be seen from how many complaints from the community are received and are handled properly and correctly. Thank you so much for your time and attention.